Hey guys, this is Dolly. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Thanks for joining me. Today we're just going to be cleaning up the RV. It gets a little bit messy throughout the week because my husband and I, we both work. You guys know Luke. And the house just suffers in the meantime. So we clean it, clean it a little bit here and there to make sure it's livable, but we're not going to deep clean it every night when we get off work. So when I have one day off a week, I'll go ahead and clean it up. That way during the weekend, we're not working all weekend long. We're actually able to enjoy ourselves and take time and relax. This cabinet has been bugging me. It's not super bad, but it's just something I need to organize. And I also need to make the bed. The sheets and blankets are pretty much clean, but I do need to make the bed. This corner is crazy. I need to go through that. And over here is the dreaded laundry area. I need to do that today. And I need to clean this cat bed. It is really, really bad. As far as the bathroom sink goes, it's not terrible. I just need to put a few things up and wipe it down. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with some dishes. Okay, that was entirely too fast there. I'm trying out some new settings because, as you guys know, I got a new camera. It's the DJI Osmo Action 4, and I'm playing around with the settings. I tried like a 0.5. No, I tried a 5, yeah, and it was just way too fast. So I think what I'm gonna do in the future is just record on normal settings, even though it takes a little bit more memory and power. And then I'll just go back later in the editing and speed it up where I need to, because this just looks insane. I wish I could get the dishes done this fast, but unfortunately that's not humanly possible. So dishes are done now. I'm gonna let those dry for a little bit, and I'm gonna move on to cleaning the cat bowls. I try to clean these as often as possible, not using the Scrub Daddy, absolutely not. I'll just put these in the sink and let them sit for a while, and then I'll scrub them with a paper towel. But yeah, these are new bowls that we got. They're supposed to help with whisker stress. So basically, if your cat puts their face too far down in the bowl, it can scrunch up their whiskers and actually make them uncomfortable. So these are the new bowls we got them. So far, so good. And this is the mess that Kleina makes in her little corner when she eats. The food goes everywhere. It doesn't matter what kind of bowl it's in, it goes everywhere. But if you guys do hear noises in the background, we're actually in our workspace right now. So I'm obviously working on editing, and Luke is in the back and he's painting and working on his miniature diorama. So that's what that is. Here you're gonna see me spray what looks like a ton of cleaner. I promise it's not, it's just that the nozzle on this is messed up. So I'm just trying really hard to get out what I can, but yeah, I promise I'm not using half the bottle to clean the sink. I got a DJI Mini mic, and that was not me pooting, by the way. That was my chair that I'm sitting on. See, I can make the noise again. I don't know if you guys can hear that actually with my mic canceling. We'll see in post. But yeah, I got the DJI Mic Mini, and I'm actually recording with that right now. I'm hoping it helps the quality of the audio. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Does it sound okay? I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out the sink now, and then I'm just gonna spray some hot water in it and clean it out. And yeah, I don't actually know what I'm doing next. I'm just talking and filling space while we watch this video together. So hopefully it's giving you some kind of motivation. I love watching cleaning videos personally. When I'm sitting at home and I'm unmotivated, I usually just turn on a cleaning video, and then I get the cleaning bug and I start going crazy. I think this day, I watched Kim at Home, and I watched This Southern Mess, and I think I watched Jessica Myros too. And then later on in the day, I started listening to like true crime. I have no idea why people are so into true crime, but there's something in our brains that I don't know. I really don't know. It sounds weird, but I know there's other people out there that listen to true crime podcasts and watch the videos, so I'm not the only weirdo out there, but yeah, that's what I was doing later on in the day. Anyway, now I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of the items off our desk that we made. This desk right here that we made, it used to be a bookshelf, and we basically took apart the bookshelf, and the legs on it now, that's the old bookshelf, and then we took the top, we bought some wood, and we just finished it up and stained it, and now we turned it into a table. So yeah, I'm gonna get my Bono wood cleaner out and just wipe this down, make it look nice and new. As you'll notice, I am not moving the cat, I am just cleaning around the cat. I've learned that's much easier. I don't fight the cats, I just clean around them. So I've got some shoes we gotta put up, and at this point, I really need to vacuum. In this little space, you really need to vacuum every day. It doesn't always happen. We try to vacuum as much as we can, but you really need to vacuum every day, especially when you have 3 cats. You can feel the difference on the floors. That is one thing I really do like about living in an RV. It really doesn't take that long to clean. It maybe takes an hour to do like a good clean, and then if you're deep cleaning, maybe like a few hours. If Luke and I are doing it together, we can tackle it really quickly. However, on the other side of that coin, it takes a lot less time for it to get dirty. If your dishes are dirty, or you know, there's a piece of clothing on the floor, it just makes the whole RV look messy because you're living in a 32-foot RV. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Yes, it's a lot easier to clean, but it does get dirty a lot faster. Gonna move on into the bathroom area. This is probably like the messiest area of our house. You can't see it, but the litter box is right underneath the closet there. When we got the RV, we took out the bottom drawer there and we put in the litter box, and then Luke installed a fan so it sucks all the smell basically out, and it really doesn't smell like cats in our RV. I'm not even kidding. I had multiple people there say that. They're like, it doesn't even smell like cats in here. And I'm like, yep, it's that fan that Luke installed. So it's pretty awesome, but it does get really dirty, as you can see there, that big clump of hair and litter that came out. Okay, now we are going to go work on some laundry, and I'm gonna take you guys with me and kind of show you what our building looks like. So we live in a, I guess you call it like a creative collective. We live in an RV park, but in our RV park, we have this giant building. It's so cool. Obviously, we have a laundromat, but we had a tattoo artist that worked here. I think they moved out, but we have a massage therapist, or what is it, babe? Acupuncture, sorry, an acupuncturist. And then we have people that do 3D printing, as well as my husband, all kinds of stuff here. I can't even think right now. We have the Fox Cleaners. They actually run out of our building. We have a DJ here. We have events that they hold here. We have weddings, birthday parties, wakes. There's all kinds of stuff that happens here. All kinds of events, flea markets. But anyway, yeah, obviously we have a laundry here. So I'm gonna take you guys in there now, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on the laundry. I absolutely love this building though. It's so cool. Like, the architecture is amazing. The art is amazing. You can walk into the buildings and you can see something different every time you walk in, because they'll move furniture and art around. So you just feel like you're always getting something new, which is really cool. On the way out, I will actually show you guys a little bit more of the building. If you're interested, I can give you a much longer tour in another video and just kind of show you around, because this place is astounding. It really is. They work so hard to put everything together and make it look good. Here's one of the rooms downstairs you can hang out in, and yeah, it's just so neat here. But I need to go ahead and head back to the RV now. I haven't eaten anything all day in this video, so I need to take a break, sit down, I don't know, eat some cereal, and just relax for a minute. So I'm gonna go for some Cheerios here. I love Cheerios. What's y'all's favorite kind of cereal? I really like Cheerios. I know they're kind of bland, but I like that about them. These are the honey Cheerios. They're really good. I'm just gonna take a break for a minute, chill, watch some YouTube videos, and by the time I'm done, I should be able to go and check on the laundry again. There's Spy. She is one of our 3 kitty cats. We have 3 girls. We have Kleina, we have Nitro, and we have Spy. All right, time to go pick up the laundry. And I didn't even realize my bag was unzipped here. I'm glad I didn't lose anything. Wow, that was fast. Okay, back from laundry and ready to get started on some more chores. It's time to finally make the bed. I'm gonna do something you guys are probably gonna think is a little odd, but I'm actually gonna fluff all the pillows and then I'm gonna take one of those lint rollers and I'm just gonna roll like the half top of our bed. It doesn't look like I'm probably doing anything in the camera, but I'll show you in a second. You're gonna see like cat hair all over this thing. See? Told you. And I think some of that is my hair as well, but basically the cats lay all over our pillows and all over the top of our bed and it just gets covered. So even though the sheets are clean, it's still nice to lay down on pillows that aren't covered in cat hairs. That's what I'm doing now just to freshen everything up. However, I will say I will never ever purchase the lint rollers from Walmart again that are non-branded, basically just like the, I don't know, whatever, Walmart lint rollers. I'm gonna pay that extra fee and I'm gonna get those Glade lint rollers because those things are amazing. The ones here, I'm like pulling off layers of lint roller and it just sucks, it's not worth it. Spray it down with some Febreze and then make the bed. And yes, I am struggling to make the bed because making an RV bed is one of the hardest things you will ever do. If you have an RV, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. It's a full body workout basically to make the RV bed. So I'm getting my workout in right now. And then after I make the bed, I always put my little Sid baby on top. Luke did this for me one time and I thought it was so cute. And ever since then, every time I make the bed, I have to put him on top there. It just makes me happy. All right, now to tackle the right side of the bed here. I'm gonna put up some stuff that we had out and I'm gonna get out all of these shoes. I have so many shoes in this corner, y'all. Oh my God, let me show you these shoes actually. You see these? These are shoes that my friend brought us the other night and they were like, hey, these will be perfect for your Halloween costume. I'm like, absolutely they would. I'm not gonna tell you what my Halloween costume is yet. You'll have to wait and see. But it's kind of genius. If you know anything about old school commercials, that's all I can say right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't ask me any questions. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna make you wait. But it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go through these shoes now and just put them up in the cabinet overhead the bed where they're actually supposed to be. And I think I'm gonna get rid of these blue ones because they're not very comfortable. So, oh my gosh, yeah. I found this while I was putting the shoes up. I don't know what that is. I think it might be mold, which is really weird because it's not wet up here. There's no food up here. I have no idea what's going on. It's the weirdest thing, but obviously, yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that out and I'm gonna have to get rid of this bag because I cannot keep this thing. It looks so gross. I'm checking inside to see if there's anything that could have caused this. I found some markers. I found like hot hands, basically. I don't know. Have you guys ever had anything like this happen? It's the weirdest thing. She's not supposed to be up there, but anytime I leave a door open, she jumps in. So we've gotta get you out of there, Spy. Okay, this bag is going straight into the trash because that's disgusting. And now I am down to one bag again, which is fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out this counter up here. I can't leave it like that. And while I'm up here, I'm just gonna organize a little bit more, pull out some things in the back. I actually didn't know those were up there. Those are more of Kleina's needles. She's diabetic, in case you didn't know that. And apparently I ordered a bunch of needles and they've been sitting up there, so that's good to know. I need to get some more cat food in our other cat bag too, so I'll work on that in a bit. Oh, look, there's more tissues up there as well. I'm a tissue hoarder. Ah, look how nice the shoe area looks now. So much better. And this area isn't perfect, but it's better. And that's all we can hope for today. So Luke actually, this is a little off topic, but Luke actually got me this new chair that I'm sitting on. You can basically, oh my God. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I'm sitting on my feet right now and they fell asleep. Like I cannot feel my feet at all. It hurts so bad. Ugh. Anyway, I got a cool new chair and I'm not using it properly. Ugh. Here is another view of the building that we live in. I just thought I'd show you guys another entrance because, as I said before, there's just so many cool things here. This will lead into the kitchen area again and back into the laundry. And it's time to get these clothes out. So while I was actually recording this, I was pretty much towards the end of my laundry, but this lady walked in and I don't know, it's always kind of weird when you're vlogging and someone walks in and catches you. You're always, I don't know, I have like the fear that somebody's gonna be mean about it, but nobody ever is. She just was kind of like, oh, and looked at me and I apologized and moved the camera out of her way. And then apologized again when I was leaving, and she was really nice. She was like, "No, it's totally fine. Keep doing your thing." So yeah, usually everybody's really nice, but I don't know. I guess it's my anxiety. I'm always afraid like someone's gonna be mean about it. No one ever actually is mean in real life. It's always just people on the internet, you know. So anyway, we got the clothes done, getting all packed up, and we will take these bad boys back and get them put away. It's so hot outside. This is my I'm sweating to death face, in case you're wondering what that looks like. But yeah, 91 degrees outside here in Oklahoma. And now I'm just gonna take out all the hangers and get everything put up. A few weeks ago, I had a day, I think it was my last day off, and I went through all the clothes, well, not all of them, I'd say like 80%, and I pulled them out and I steam cleaned like all of them. I don't know why, but basically it was just, oh my God, I'm sorry guys, my feet are asleep, like completely asleep. This hurts so bad. Okay, I'm just gonna move my feet around for a little bit here. Ah, that's so much better. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. I steamed everything so it looked really nice. It didn't have any wrinkles, but I was not about to do that again because it took a considerable amount of time and it looked really nice, but I've got other things I need to do today. We're gonna go ahead and just clean up the sink area here, put everything away, and use the disinfectant wipes on the counter. I'm kind of obsessed with disinfectant wipes. It's a little weird. I don't know how weird it really is though, because I've heard other people on YouTube say that they love them too, but I just prefer them over anything else. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but if someone was to get me a case of disinfectant wipes, like for a holiday or a birthday, I would actually be really excited about that. So yeah, that's how much I love them. There is hella hair on this sink, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that all off there. Honestly, most of it is probably ours, but Spy does like to lay in the sinks when they're clean. Oh yeah, that's definitely my hair. That's all mine. She likes to lay in the sinks when they're clean, so that is one downside to cleaning the sinks really well. She'll just like get in them and lay in them after, but it's all good. And then we're gonna work on the glass. This is also something that's been bugging me for a while. The glass is just really super dirty, so I'm gonna scrub this down. And one thing I noticed on this day when I was cleaning was we didn't get Windex, but we got like an off-brand. I don't know what it's called. I'll have to look and tell you guys later. If you remind me, I will. But it works so good. I know that sounds weird, but it was like extra liquidy, if that makes any sense at all. It sprayed so well and it went further than like I remember Windex going. I don't know. It sounds weird, but it worked really, really well. And I was digging it. Huh? Oh, okay, it's Aldi's. Okay, thank you, babe. So Luke said it's actually the window cleaner from Aldi's, so that's perfect. If you're looking for a really awesome window cleaner, apparently go to Aldi's and get their stuff. It looks like Windex, it's still blue and all that in the same kind of container, but This stuff is amazing. Shout out to Aldi's. It is one of my favorite stores. Besides, I don't know, I'd say Lowe's or Harbor Freights. I also really like those stores. I think I already mentioned it in one of my last update videos. Our 10-year wedding anniversary is coming up. I'm super excited. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been 10 years. It's kind of wild because it seems like we've been together forever. I'll have memories and, you know, talk to Luke about them and he'll be like, that wasn't me, or I'll do that to him sometimes. But it just seems like we've been together so long that I can't really remember being without him. But then at the same time, we'll learn new things about each other. And it seems like we've only been together for a little while. It's like this weird time compression thing. It's so cool. 10 years. Wow, that's amazing. I actually remember when we first got married and saying things like, on our 10-year wedding anniversary. And now it's coming up and it's so strange. Like, it's so amazing. I'm just so happy and so thankful and I love him so much. But yeah, we're going to Jamaica for our 10-year anniversary. How cool is that? We're gonna go to, babe, what's the place called? Do you remember? Something Ochos, I think. Yeah, it's a couples resort. So basically we're gonna be out there, I think it's for 6 days. And we're going to do the Glistening Waters tour, which you get on a boat at night and there's basically like glowing plankton, and we're gonna lay out in the sun and swim in the ocean, and we're gonna eat a lot of food. They actually have a vegetarian restaurant there, so I'm really excited about that. I will be getting smoothies every single day. It's so cool. Back to the video. I am pouring cat food into this little cat food bag because it fits behind the toilet here. We've had that cat food bag for, God, since we moved into the RV at that little white one. I made a mess, obviously, here. I usually wait till Luke's home to do anything like this because he's strong and he can lift it and not make a mess, but I didn't want to wait, so I did it, and now I'm just throwing it all away. Kleina is trying her hardest to dig into it, but she has diabetes and she's on a special diet, so I can't be letting her go and eat all that. Time to get the trash together. Usually I just use Walmart bags, as you can see, but I don't have a lot of those left, so I'm just gonna be putting some little blue bags in the trash can when I get back. It's a really nice day out if it wasn't so darn hot. It's actually Saturday when I'm recording this. Luke and I just got back from a flea market in one of the expos here, and they had a lot of vintage stuff. It was actually really cool. They had all kinds of stuff. They had vintage glassware, they had clothing, old toys, and it's free to get in. They actually do it once a month here. So we might go back again and maybe record for you guys and show you what they have. I did get a top, a vintage top, a Carlisle top actually for $8, so that was pretty exciting. God, this place is so dusty. Like, look at that. I would be embarrassed, but I'm just really not because we have cats. So if you have cats, you know, they get hair everywhere. And it's even worse because the light's shining down, so it's just like, it's just like floating through the air. That's catnip there. That's what that is. So this reminds me of, oh my God, look at all that hair. Have you guys ever watched the show Obsessive Compulsive Cleaners? If you haven't, it's kind of amazing and you should go watch it right after this video. Obsessive Compulsive Cleaners. It's mostly British people and they do all kinds of crazy cleaning things. Like this one lady, she actually hoovers the air. And if you don't know what hoover, she vacuums the air basically before anything falls because she has a pet. So she just sits there and like hoovers the air so nothing can hit the ground, which sounds wild, but also these people's houses on point. They're super nice. So if she wants to hoover the air and it makes her happy, that's awesome. She can come hoover my air anytime. It's time to go ahead and dry the dishes. I let them set and they pretty much are dry, but I'm just getting like a few water spots off here and there. I think this is about the time I started watching the true crime series. I don't even know how I got into this on this day. It's like you're watching one video and it leads you to another and to another, and all of a sudden you're watching crimes that happened in 1992. I don't know how it happens. It just does. If anybody else here watches true crime, let me know, or listens to podcasts. I can't do it all the time because I am very sensitive to stuff like that, but there are days where I just turn it on and clean the house. Another thing I have been obsessed with watching lately is SB Mowing, where they mow the lawns. And then there's another guy, he does pressure washing, where he goes and just like pressure washes people's homes for free. I'm obsessed with those videos. They're so good. I used to be really big on like the pimple videos. And I know I can say that to you all because I know you watch them too. If you watch Dr. Pimple Popper, let me know in the comments. I also came across this guy called Nate the Hoof Guy. If you're into those weird videos, he cleans cow hooves and takes the infection out and all that good stuff. So if you're looking for a new type of video to watch, I highly recommend Nate the Hoof Guy. His videos are great. My cousin actually turned me on to him and I've been watching his videos ever since. So we actually have, let's see, we have like 4 big spoons, 4 little spoons, same with the forks, and then we have 4 knives. So we don't really have that many dishes, but they get dirty so fast. And one day Luke was talking and okay, I just paused for a second because Kelly walked in. She works here and she was looking for a sign. She's like, I feel so bad. I'm like, no, don't feel bad. I can pause it and start again. This stove is, I don't know what got on here, but it kind of is having a problem coming off. So Luke actually got me these plastic scrapers. Don't use the metal ones on your stove. I wouldn't recommend that unless it's just something really heavy duty, but they're these little plastic scrapers. We got them at Walmart in the tool section and they are a game changer. These things are amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape all this stuff up. And also it's just really, really fun to use. I'm gonna scrape all this stuff up and show you guys the nasty crud. Don't know what that is. Obviously some type of food. And then I'll just spray it down with some APC again, and then I will hit it with the Windex. That's something I learned when we were working as housekeepers in, was it Colorado? Yeah. Just spray down everything with Windex. It looks so pretty. And I think Luke was already doing that before we worked there, spraying everything on. You were, weren't you? Yeah. Luke's a really good cleaner, actually. Spray everything down with Windex and it will make it shine like new. And when it shines, it makes me happy. So nice. But how are you guys doing today? If you're new or if you're not, if you are coming back, please say hello in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys and chatting. If you have a channel, drop it down, let me know what it's about, and I will come visit you and say hello. I know some of y'all are gonna come at me if you're not wearing gloves. I don't know, some people clean with gloves, some people don't. I usually don't wear gloves and I just wash my hands very thoroughly after I clean. It's my tool, you know what I mean? Like, it's my mess. If I was in other people's houses cleaning, maybe if it was gross, I'd probably wear gloves, but like, it's just us, so not really too worried about it. I promise I wash my hands very well after I clean this toilet out. So I was, gosh, I wish I could think of his name. If I think of it, I'll let you guys know, but there is a channel on YouTube here and he's amazing. He basically talks about how cleaning your toilet every day humbles you, and it's something that Japanese people do. My gosh, this is the best part of the video. It's actually my favorite. It's cleaning this cat tree. I got this tool off Amazon a long time ago. I can't even tell you what it's called, but it's amazing. It basically just scrapes up all the hair. Then I go in with my little shark vac and I suck it all up. And you think the hair's done? No, it's not done. There's more. There's plenty more hair where that came from. I could make a cat with the rest of the hair that comes out of this. It's so much. Look at that. Oh, it's so satisfying. After I did this, I actually wished I could do it again because there was so much hair. And I haven't done this in a long time. This is at least a month of hair buildup on this thing. I'll get that all off of there. I also discovered a new thing with this tool that somehow through the years I'd never discovered. After a minute, when I suck all this hair up, what I'll do is actually take the tool. I think I'll show you here in a second, but I'll take it and I'll actually push it in the opposite direction, see? And more hair comes up. So that's pretty neat. Ah, so nice. Luke and I applied to be on The Amazing Race, so that's cool. I'm sure there's thousands of people that have applied. And we actually applied to be on a few reality, I'd call them more like survival couples shows when we first got together. And we made it to the auditions, but we didn't make it past that level. So I don't know, I think we've grown a lot since then. So I think we'd be even better if we got on The Amazing Race now. I don't know, you never know. We'll see what happens. They didn't really give you a lot of time to make your introduction. It was like 30 seconds long. So I don't know, we'll see what comes of that. Basically, Luke just threw out that I was a vegetarian and I threw out that he was afraid of heights. So that would be basically our biggest challenge on a show like that, is I couldn't eat all the little creepy crawly nasty bugs and he would have a problem going up high. So hopefully we could do those challenges for each other. They've used the crap out of the scratcher on here. As you can see, this stuff's just falling apart. And this is their collection of cat toys that I'm pulling out. Oh, there's another one. Look at all that gunk. This needed a cleaning real bad. Oh, speaking of reality shows, another show that we've been watching, well, we actually just finished, I think, the 3rd season, is called Farmer Wants a Wife. I love that show so much. It's just like a feel-good show, you know? Like, that's why I like reality TV. You can just sit there and watch it and kind of just snack and go brain dead. And sometimes that's nice. I don't care what anybody says. After a long week, just sitting there and watching other people do things is nice. Like, maybe you had a long week and now you're just sitting here watching me clean my house and blab, and that is okay. You don't have to be doing something all the time. That's one thing I learned. Like, I like to stay active and do things, but I've also become very comfortable with just hanging out sometimes. And that's good. That's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. If you get the chance, check out the show Farmer Wants a Wife. It's a really wholesome version of a dating show, I guess, if you could say that. In comparison to like Love Island, it's nothing like that. Boom. Oh my gosh, so much. Oh, it's great. All right, finally, to tackle this cabinet here. I'm basically just gonna take everything out and move it around a little bit. I think I got rid of a few things. This is nice for me to do every once in a while because even though we live in a tiny ass RV, I genuinely forget what we have sometimes unless I take it out and look at it. I'll be rebuying toothpastes. Right now we have 3 toothpastes under the sink because I forget what we have. So it's good, it's nice just to pull it out sometimes and see what you're working with. Same with the food, just pull it out every once in a while and see what you have so you're not continuing to buy the same thing. I do need to find somewhere to put those green glasses. Those are really nice. Yay, and done. All right, guys, here are some side-by-sides of the before and after. It might not look like that big of a difference, but it smells a lot better in here and it feels a lot better. So I'm happy with that. The dishes are done. Don't gotta worry about that anymore. The bed is made. And the laundry is done. The cat tree is clean. And the bathroom sink area is complete. It's time to feed the girls now. I'll show you their little feeding routine. Nitro, she eats in here, and she eats dry food because if she eats wet food, she throws up. She makes herself sick. So now I have to close the door so she doesn't get in here to Kleiny's food. All 3 girls eat 3 times a day. In the morning and night, Kleiny takes her medicine, but during lunchtime, she doesn't have to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some food for her. As you can see, she's just starved to death. And then I'm gonna lay Spy's food out in a separate area so that they can just all have their space and eat. I actually have no idea where she is right now. She just kind of comes out whenever she wants. So set this down for her when she's ready. And my baby's home, yay. He actually brought me a drink from Sonic on this day and I was so happy. He brought me a a real strawberry slush. That's my favorite drink from Sonic. I'm so happy to see him. I'm always so happy to see him. It's my favorite part of the day when he comes home and I can just feel his heart beating next to mine, and it just makes everything okay. Awesome. Okay guys, well, I will let you get going, but thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.